Now at 6, we begin with the Cuba boat shooting. Here's the latest in the wake of the deadly encounter. President Donald Trump says a, quote, friendly takeover of the island nation is possible. The Cuban government alleges the people on board the boat have ties to anti-Cuban groups in the U.S. Meanwhile, U.S. officials are still working to identify everyone involved and why they were traveling to Cuba. High-level talks with Cuba. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Lauren Pastrana. CBS News Miami's Larry Seward is your reporter live in Little Havana. And Larry, some believe the timing is no coincidence.
Lauren, experts on Cuban relations and analysts activists I should say that the people involved in that shooting sent the U.S. officials a clear message that change has to happen soon.
More than Versailles Cuban coffee, Miami businessman Camilo Buscaron craves change on the island where he grew up.
The Cuban people have been suffering for 69 years, and that suffering needs to end as soon as possible.
2 days after a shooting in Cuban waters killed and wounded American citizens, President Donald Trump says the communist country is in big trouble.
They have no money, they have no anything right now, but they're talking with us. And maybe we'll have a friendly takeover of Cuba.
The president says Secretary of State Marco Rubio is in high-level talks with Cuban leaders. Meanwhile, U.S. officials are working to confirm details of a deadly shooting. Investigators say a man living in Homestead named Hector Cruz Carrera stole a boat similar to this one from his boss on Big Pine Key. Wednesday, Cuban officials say men on that same boat opened fire on Cuba's Coast Guard. Cuban officials say they wounded or detained 6 men and killed 4 others, including Carrera and Michelle Ortega Casanova of Tampa.
This battle has to end.
Thursday, Ortega Casanova's loved one said he was involved with the Republican Party of Cuba, but the island's communist leaders accuse Ortega Casanova and 9 others of planning terrorism on the island. Cuba claims each one, including Cruz Carrera, have histories of promoting acts of sabotage. Late Thursday, Cuba's Minister of Foreign Affairs suggested that they have ties to anti-Cuban groups in the U.S. that resort to terrorism to express hate for the communist government. The list includes Democratic Movement, a group based in Miami.
This, in some measure, is reminiscent of what happened in the 90s, right? When Cuba shot Brothers to the Rescue planes out of the sky, right? And also accused them of terrorism and therefore justified the shoot down.
Professor Eduardo Gamera directs the Latino Public Opinion Forum at Florida International University. He and other Cuban relation experts say this list includes groups that do not promote violence. One of the senior advisors to President Trump's Office on Cuban Affairs says if the men involved did sneak into Cuban waters with guns and open fire, they were wrong. But Dr. Andy Gomez believes their motive likely inspired U.S. talks with Cuba announced Friday.
This has sent a message to Cuba and to the Cuban American community that we expect change more than what has been discussed.
President Trump did not give details on the discussions between Secretary of State Rubio and the Cuban government. When asked directly if using the U.S. military now will lead to a regime change right away, the president answered no. We're live in Little Havana. Larry Seward, CBS News, Miami.